Well, we got the sawmill shed, got the roof and all put on it, got the sawmill under it, the edger, and all that. And I was gonna show you the update on it. We're gonna, hopefully, we ain't gonna use it much this winter and all because of doing deer processing and all, but plan is next spring between these two posts, all the way back there, concrete it, and we're gonna do that about 90% sure. And then I'm thinking about doing the same thing out here and going about 15 foot and concrete to them posts. And it's gonna be a step down right here, probably an inch. This here I'm probably just gonna slope more or less. But right here, between these two, let me back up, see if I can't get a better picture. But plan to put a wall between them two posts and a wall here, and probably some doors here and doors there. House all my tools and all in here, be able to lock them up and everything. Gotta come back, cut the post off and all, but all in all, it looks pretty good. But I want to concrete out here so we can build shoot houses and feed troughs and all that kind of good stuff. And we got a level surface to work on. And I want to make sure it's at least an inch lower out here than in there, so water don't run in. I'm probably gonna frame this up. It won't really make a difference to me, but I'm probably gonna frame it up 4 inches tall, come out 15 foot, and do that. And then over here, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I may just come out 5 or 15 feet, and I may just have a drop, or I may just sort of float it up but have it come down, you know, that way we can drive in with whatever and then just let it come out. Pretty sure I'm gonna do that. That way we got plenty of room to build stuff. Come out pretty good. It looks bad a little up there on the roof. When you get your help and you're not paying attention to them, you just send them over here and they're not really carpenters. They'll get your rafters and all messed up. I don't know how they're so talented in what they do. And that's a joke, very rhetorical, but they did pretty good. Me and one helper was down here and we put these rafters up, and they all worked out pretty much perfect, as you can tell by the gap between the tin rib and the rafter. And then somewhere right in here, another guy came and helped, and you can quickly tell it went downhill. And I noticed, I was like, man, it's off. I come up here when they was doing it, and I was like, it's starting to get off right here. And then this one is bad off. Look how bad off that is, you know. And I measured, it's 2 inches. And then by the time you get back down here, they're off, but not quite as bad. And then you get on down here, man, I don't know. And then there, I know it's a big space. I just didn't want to put another rafter up there. We could have split the difference, but we're in central Mississippi, east central Mississippi. There's no snow load or anything. Pine straw will weigh more than what we collect. I got pig pens built over there through the woods that has a completely flat roof. It's worse. But as you can tell, it's sort of messed up. I'm already seeing how all this is laid out. We're gonna come back and we're gonna go over another 16 foot or so, probably about where that block of wood is, put another post and tie a beam in. Cause the plan is to take the logs, of course, they come in on the sawmill. Anybody ask about a cover for your sawmill, just go buy you a cheap grill cover. like on Amazon or something, 10, 20, $30. I don't know what they are. Works perfectly fine. Don't put it on when it's hot, of course, but you can put one there, you can put one over your controls and they won't get wet. But do that. I bought a board return for 200 bucks off a guy. He got a Sawmill fully loaded and he hated the board return, so I bought one. We're not gonna leave this on the ground. We're gonna build like sawhorses and mount these to it and shove it off, and I want a gap there so we can walk through it. And we're gonna have it where people can walk down this side and that side, but then as it comes off, if it needs to be edged, just edge it. And then we're gonna build the dirt up higher over there, make it sort of level. As the wood comes out there or there, we can make stacks, you know, have the stacks running like this, have 1x6, 1x4, 2x4, 2x6, whatever. Which most of the time we're only gonna have about 3 different things, and we're gonna probably try to have them all stacked right out here. And I'm gonna build some pallets. I plan to build a pallet so I can stick it with my forks or whatever and move it sort of like that, but it'll be longer. I'm probably gonna make them I'll probably end up with them close to 20 feet long, but the difference is I'm gonna take 2x4s and put on top every 16 inches. Then I'll be able to take my forks and go in there and pick it up, but leave the pallet there. We'll band them and then I can pick them up and move them, you know. But I gotta have something so if somebody comes helps, they'll know to stack it exactly 3 foot, and then you got it, and then they can put stacking sticks, you know, stickers there on every single one of the 2x4s that's standing up like that. And I think that'll be the easiest. I have no desire to be sticking, you know, build 35, 40 pallets like that. And then if I do that, a customer come and you'll have to give them the pallet and everything, and that'll suck, you know. But that's my idea. I think that'll work out pretty good. But yeah, we got a 3 2x12s and then a 2x6 on top. We're gonna come in with some 6x6s and do them like this on each side, on every, even right there on the short walls. I just like the way it looks. Do that. I may come back and put another 2x6 running across here. We're gonna come and put one thing of power down the middle with lights and put LED lights from one end to the other. And then if I need more light, I'll just get 4-foot fluorescent lights and do. That's how I got my shop. I'll probably only put 1 light here and might put 2 there, and underneath there I'll probably put 3, about every 10 foot or so, and it lights up real good in my shop. So that's the plan, and that'll get most of it. So if they're running right down through there, it should light up the mill plenty of good, you know. If I got one, you know, well, let me walk out here so you can see a little better. And I think it'll make the mill better. I gotta dig out more dirt too. I want this a lot lower, but I'm thinking if I put a light there and a light right around there and one down there, it'll light the mill up. Shouldn't have no shadows, or not very much. That's a 10-foot bay, so if you got one in there, that's a 10-foot bay, one in there, and then that's 15 or 16 foot, one or two in there. It'll probably be lit up plenty of good. And if not, just hang you some LED lights in there. And I'll probably, don't know how my lights are gonna come. I'm probably gonna run me a wire for the meantime from that house to over here and just put me an electrical switch. Come in, flip them on, flip them off, you know, kind of deal. But I'm real happy with it. And this is a 30-foot opening, and this is just an LT40 wide. So you look, I have about 2 foot right there from the tongue to that post. This is estimation, I ain't really measured. And then I have about 2 foot on this end between the post and the sawmill. That's 30 foot, it's slam full. That sawmill is 26, 28 feet altogether. Now granted, I can only saw from about that leg to the leg back here to about right there. So if I ever wanted to put an extension on, I can take my mill and move it back and be able to put another 10, theoretically 10 foot to cut a 30 foot log, because 20 foot, put a 10 foot extension, you can cut 30 foot, you know, because I got 30 foot opening. And it is 30 feet from this side of the post to the inside of the post there. I made sure of that. Which if I get an extension, I'll probably only get like five or 6 foot, whatever the shortest is, because we're down here in the South. Not very many people need to cut 30 foot stuff. We'll get 20, 25 foot. That's about it. I really don't want to handle more than that. Just like this, I saw 20 foot, but if I saw a 20 foot piece of lumber for you, I charge a premium. It's gonna be double what anything else. Like if I'm charging 75 cents for a 1x6x16, when it goes to 8, anything over 16, I charge $1. And then if you want 20 foot, I'm charging you $1.50 at least, just because of the aggravation of dealing with it, because it's so close on the machine and it's so hard to turn and everything. And then you got a good log. You can look around here. This is what we have around here, is a lot of smaller trees. Yes, we get some, there's some big pines here, don't get me wrong, but that's not what I have or what I want to saw. I want to saw, you know, common material, 20-inch trees, 8 to 16 foot long. That way you can whoop it out. When you start getting longer into your, anything over 16 foot, it takes you a lot longer to saw it. And when you get close to 20, it'll always take an hour to saw one log. So keep that in mind if you're pricing. But that's some tidbits, a little update on the saw. Yes, my saw is running uphill. All I did was roughed in the dirt with the tractor and we built on it. So this side's lower than that side. I got 2x12 block there on that one, and it is not jacked all the way up. That leg is jacked all the way up, and I got a 2x12 underneath it to have it relative level. It's dropping some, but yeah, I could take a shovel and do it, but not really worried about it. We was trying to get it underneath here. We're not really gonna be sawing much till probably March or something anyways, because deer season's finna take off and we ain't gonna have time. And then next year, the game plan for next year is to get in here and saw a whole bunch of pine. If we do anything, we're gonna come stack all this lumber and all, but get in here, saw a bunch of pine, and build shoot houses and feed troughs. I will try to get some video of that. I think I'm just gonna let help build the shoot houses and feed troughs if they can do it and do a good job of it, because I really don't feel like doing it after all I built, and they can build them and I can pay them, and it'll be money well worth spending. Not trying to toot my own horn here, but just theoretically, I can pay them $15 an hour and I'm worth $30 to $50 doing other stuff. So let them build it and be done with it, you know. But we're planning on building a whole bunch of them and going around to different co-ops and all, and if they want to sell them, like let them have them for $750, and then they can mark them up to $1,000 or whatever the prices are, you know. But we just make our money off of building them and all, make a little profit. If I make $100 a shoot house profit for building them, plus whatever profit I have in lumber, I'm happy as happy can be. But I'm very happy with the shed. Yeah, I mean, I wish there was stuff done different. That's what I was gonna show you too. We cut a template for our bird mouse and all, and the beam, the post got out, and the dummies didn't undo this board and shove it in. That's why it's unsquare and all. Also, they were just throwing it up, doing it again. They're not carpenters, they didn't think nothing about it. All of these are butted up good up through here. There is a swag right there in that big beam where the beam went in and back out, but it is what it is. The backside looks real good. It was running in a little and we fudged a 10 on this side, but you know, it is what it is. I don't really care. This is a sawmill building. As long as it holds, all this is doing good. I want it as good as I can get it, of course, but I'm not mad at all. I just needed a building put up. Hopefully we outgrow this building, and in a few years I have to tear it down, or maybe it stays here in Saws, but we're just, you know, outgrow it and keep going. You know, that's the end goal for me anyways. But this is a long video. I'm not gonna cut or edit it or anything. Y'all can just look around and see all the wood and everything. All this stuff will be good till next year, and this is mid-November, so it's gonna be cold for the next few months. She's gonna sit idle, maybe run it 10 hours or something this winter, but come February, March, I plan to run her at least 40-50 hours a month, hopefully more than that. But saw up lumber, let them build shoot houses. But y'all have a good one. You like the content, like, share, subscribe, let me know. Thank you. Bye.